program go to Parma?
Welcome back. Boy, that music, Kent State, when I was going to Kent, had the Four Seasons. I've only been to maybe 2 concerts in my life, or 1. Anyways, the Four Seasons were at Kent, and I remember going to the concert. I liked them Four Seasons. They were good.
He saw Rudy Valley there too.
Yeah. Oh God, I don't know.
The big band era.
Mm-hmm. You got to have somebody to pick on.
I do.
We do.
And
yeah,
and if it's not you, it'll be somebody else.
Oh, I'm just
and
nothing.
Here's the thing, and I tell people at work this: if I'm not picking on you, I don't like you.
That's true.
And I like a lot of people.
Oh.
There are very few people I don't like.
Right. You're right.
So
right.
I'm a happy-go-lucky, dorky moron.
I am too. There's not too many people I don't like.
Right.
There are some people in the news that remind me of people I don't like. And so I don't like them either because they remind me. But there's not even a handful. A few business related.
Mm-hmm.
But outside of that,
that's usually there's not really anybody.
No,
there's some people I don't like. They're just not nice people, and they rub you the wrong way.
Well, and they're either arrogant or they're something. But I can count on a hand at who I don't like. It's and even like I say in the store, some people they'll smile, and they have such a nice smile, and I'll tell them that, and it brightens their day, and I say it all the time, but it works. I mean, you'll be going in and you open the door and they'll smile, and because most people do not walk around smiling, if nothing else, they look like they're frowning. Maybe not intentionally, but they do.
I always look like I'm frowning. Everybody's like, "Why are you so mad?
Yeah,
Why are you so mad?" And I always say, and it's like the same thing. Do you know what chronic pain is?
Oh.
That doesn't make you feel good.
Oh.
And a lot of times it's just annoying. It doesn't make you angry. It just makes you...
Your face.
Yeah.
Yes.
And it has nothing to do with them.
Well,
that's the thing. They think they're so...
Yeah. And I got to admit, when you walk in the morning, you kind of look like you're not happy.
Mm-hmm.
And it just unintentionally, just how it is. You're reacting to whatever. But then as soon as you come in and we say something, you start smiling, it's fine. But it is. I could see where normally you have no control over it. You do look like something's bothering you, And usually it's not.
And when you first wake up in the morning, that's when that chronic pain...
That's when it hurts the most.
It hurts the most.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Just,
you have to get
getting up and walking around.
Your muscles aren't used to moving.
It's odd how everything is so
stiff,
stiff,
Yeah.
And until you start doing, then it's like...
Well, that's fishing helps. So
good,
keeping that motion and range of motion and things like that.
I never thought about that part of it.
Once you get, if you're walking to the lake, you get a little bit of exercise.
Yeah,
and
yeah. But you spend most of the time sitting, don't you?
Yeah,
good.
I have to carry all the stuff and walk between spots. So
why don't you get one of them little carts?
I have one.
Oh, do you?
It's at work.
It's what?
It's at work.
Well, what good is that?
Well, I put my camera gear in it and pull it behind me.
But I'm saying for when you go fishing.
I'm only carrying a chair and a couple rods and a tackle bag.
Oh, okay. But you do have a cart for
jug
work.
Of water.
Did they buy it for you, or did you?
No, it's mine.
Oh.
I can bring it home whenever I want. I just didn't bring it home.
Oh.
Because I wasn't planning on taking a long
day
of fishing
So when you
trip.
do, you plan for it and bring... Okay. Oh, that's good. Yeah, those are really nice. In fact, at the taco show last week, they had these carts, battery-powered, big balloon tires.
Oh, yeah.
And
Those beach carts.
Oh, really nice. Mm-hmm. They had like
They're sort of like a lot of places have the electric golf carts, Not the ones you ride in, the ones you walk with.
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah,
And
I never saw
it's
those.
like a pole cart
Yeah.
that you
For
pull
surf
for golf.
fishing and stuff.
Yeah,
you know.
Yeah.
they use them for surf fishing.
Oh,
and,
okay, yeah.
you
And I know, like, Joe had the pull behind. In fact, he gave me his, when he upgraded his, he gave me, it was nice of him,
Yep.
a little cart. And, but this was bigger yet, but big tire. I mean, you could go over rocks with it. They're really nice.
That's the nice thing about those with the big balloon tires is
yes.
you can. They're all-terrain vehicles.
Exactly. Yeah, right. And,
But
and
yeah,
I was
those-
thinking about that because in Alaska, the places you get to go, or I was able to go, because these airplanes have these tires that they got to be almost 4 foot in diameter, huge. You could land on a rock and you can land.
Yeah, you
and
go
that's
right
the thing.
over
You can't
boulders
get to
and-
these places, so you fly in. You got to have a place where you could land. So they have these big balloon tires, but you can go anywhere, tundra, whatever. Because I won't use the word because they used to call them.
Don't say it.
I won't say it, but they're mounds. They're mounds. How do I?
They're sort of
explain?
like an anthill with
Like
grass
exactly.
on it.
It's an anthill, and it's like, say, it's in one spot, but the next one is a step away. So you could step from this one to that one, but the next one you can't. So now you're down 2 foot, and crossing those things were like, oh my God, it's terrible.
exhausting. It is absolutely.
Yes.
It's tough.
And I'll remember when I was first doing the school would let me use the auditorium, and I would put on a show, my movies, and I used the word back then. Now this was 40 years ago, 50 years ago, and people would chuckle, but it wasn't like today. If you use that word, it would be like, oh,
Yeah,
my
you'd be in
goodness.
trouble.
Oh, geez. But I remember using it because I would talk because I didn't have, it was 16 millimeter film, but I narrated it. But walking across those, it's nice
Well,
when
probably shouldn't have said it back then either.
probably not, but I was young and dumb. I was 20 or whatever. But anyways,
There you go.
the thing is, when you can be on top of them, they're slick because it's just like little stepping stones. But you wouldn't want to run. You wouldn't want to be chased or have to go catch up to an animal on them. But yeah, they're you're right. They're just like big anthills, 2 foot in diameter, but they're not spaced just right.
No.
That is terrible to cross. Crossing a glacier is man. You see a glacier, you think, wow, that's nice, smooth. That'd be nice. Oh my God, it is the worst thing in the world. It's more gravel than it is ice. It's slippery. When you cross a glacier, you tie your people to each other. You carry a rope, and you have 3 or 4 people, and you tie so that if one of the persons falls into something, he won't be gone. You can save him. But yeah,
Into the crevasse.
yes, but crossing a glacier, I thought, oh, that'll be nice. No, oh, it's terrible, and it's dirty. And then if you go, you know how a glacier starts to melt, and there's a river that comes out of it. If you go in there, it's like raining. It is constant water falling, and that was another learning experience. The other kind of a cool thing as we're talking, caribou, when they run, they make a clicking sound with their hooves. So when you hear a bunch coming, you hear them clicking. It's a real clicking sound,
Caribous and reindeers.
Yeah, same
That's
family.
why Santa has them. They let you know they're on the roof.
Is that what that is?
It's
Oh.
their tendons that click.
Is
Yeah.
that what it is?
Yeah.
They're popping.
Yeah, it's their tendon.
It's not the
their
hoof
hoof.
clicking.
No, it's the tendons.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, interesting, Doc. See? Doc knows everything with animals.
Well, not everything, but
We didn't know about the tiger, or a tigress.
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 That's right.
Yeah.
Why didn't they use like a different animal other than a pig?
Because they wouldn't move around.
Give them a grizzly bear cub that lost its mother.
It needed 4 of them. Where do you go find 4 something?
Well, maybe it was a good year in the grizzly territory, and they had to call out the
The
mom.
pigs were nice and docile, and they got to feed on the mother, and she took
And
care
she's
of
going to
them.
return the favor when they grow up.
Yeah, but the nice thing is her health returned. and that's good because they were for.
How do they know? Was she smiling?
Yeah, no, they
I've
they
seen
think
I've seen tigers smile at pigs, and it's not because they're happy.
the and it was like they're an animal that is endangered, so they can't afford to be losing them. You know, ooh, it's getting dark outside. Look like some
Probably
rain's
a rain, passing storm.
passing storm. Yeah, but I just thought that was nice. Even though you guys are making fun of me, I still think it's interesting, and I'm sure a lot of listeners agree with me. So
Sure, Joe.
and with phones ringing, so that's probably Joe because he's going to talk some sense instead of your
We're back to
your
the
gibberish.
pigs in a blanket discussion.
There you
Yeah.
go. We'll take a break. You're listening to Inside the Great Outdoors. We'll return with some good food with Good Food Cook Keo. The views and comments of the co-hosts of this show aren't necessarily those of Inside the Great Outdoors. Any complaints or comments can be sent to them directly at 444-444-4444, extension 4 for Dr. Norm, extension 44 for Carl. Any comments or complaints for Castaway Coolest, you can just leave them to yourself.
No matter what species of fish you target, Kodiak Scents has great products that will help you catch more fish. One of those is Kodiak Candy, specifically designed to attract any species you fish for. Panfish, trout, catfish, or walleye, Kodiak Candy is full of freeze-dried scent. Freeze-drying concentrates the scent and makes it irresistible. Kodiak Candy even works on saltwater fish. Easy to put on the hook, this candy will get the fish's attention and trigger more bites. To order your Kodiak Candy or any of the line of Kodiak scent products, head to www.castaway.com. That's Castaway with a K. Are you ready to catch the big one? Introducing Kodiak Fish Attractant Catfish Bombs, your ultimate secret weapon for a successful fishing trip. Designed with fishermen in mind, Kodiak Catfish Bombs release an irresistible scent that draws catfish in from miles away. Just toss it in, wait a bit, and watch the action unfold. Whether you're a seasoned pro or just starting out, these bombs are hot stuff. Perfect for the weekend angler or those late-night catfish excursions. Watch your catch rate explode with Kodiak Fish Attractant Catfish Bombs. Available online at castaway.com. That's castaway with a K.com. Thanks for listening to the Inside the Great Outdoors podcast. If you have any questions, comments, or stories you'd like to share, shoot us an email at jcoolis@castaway.com. That's Castaway with a K. We'll share your comments with our audience on the following week's show. Thanks again for listening to Inside the Great Outdoors.
Until 6 a.m. Raking up the dimes and quarters, slinging eggs and ham, scrambled poached or over easy, coffee black and strong, jukebox of scratchy records, I play 'em all night long. Eternal blue neon, we never close when the world is asleep. Darling, come take a seat. You can always eat at Joe's.
Eat at Joe. Yabba dabba doo.
How's it going there, Joseph?
Going all right there, Joe. How are you today?
Good. Are you going to give us pigs in a blanket?
Pigs in no, the pigs. I do love pigs in a blanket, though.
You maybe didn't hear me talking about the tiger that adopted. They gave her 4 piglets because she lost her miscarriage, her cubs.
No, I didn't hear that. I have to tell you, it's been a heck of a week. Randy and his wife Bess came in with our 2 grandkids on Monday,
Yeah.
and then they flew off to Vancouver for a wedding on Thursday morning early, and so from Thursday through tomorrow morning, we're here with the grandkids.
Oh.
They're 5 and 7,
Oh.
and it has been nonstop.
Wow, I bet. Are you handling it okay?
Oh yeah.
Good.
I don't know if I could take another week. I'll tell you what, we did
that's
I
good.
feel you.
That's what they make young people for, you know.
exactly right. We've done a ton of fun things. So first thing they wanted to do was go fishing, which just made me proud as all heck because I kind of introduced them to
Great.
So we went to Swine Creek Park where they have a pond with a couple of docks, and lots of panfish in there. So we had a blast doing that.
How'd you do?
Caught this, the little bluegill that you catch in the pond.
Yeah.
It was a catch and release thing. We didn't keep any.
Yeah.
I don't think you can keep them there from the park, but they do encourage youngsters to fish there.
Oh,
it's a great
that's
place,
good.
by the way. Looking for a place, Swine Creek Park in it's right on the Middlefield Park in Oregon there, off of Bridge Road.
Yeah.
It's a great place to go, and it's usually not very crowded at all. It's a nice size park, very very large park. But anyway, and we also went to the African safari place there.
Ooh, out in what is that?
In near
Marblehead, Port Clinton area.
Yeah, near there. Yeah, it's right near Sandusky.
Sandusky.
Yeah.
That's another really cool place. You have all kinds of deer, axis deer, fallow deer,
Yeah.
all over the place. You get bison, Highland cattle, llamas. What else they have? Elk all over the place.
Yeah.
And you just drive through real slow, and they come up and they beg. You get little cups of pellets.
Oh, okay.
And you kind of hold the cup out the window, and they slobber all over your car.
Yeah. Oh, cool.
And we took Pepper the dog with us, because she's normally pretty calm, and she was calm until they got to the point where like a bison would stick his nose in the window and through the window, and she kind of didn't care for that. But it's been a hoot. That's been an absolute hoot. And one of the things I did earlier in the week, we had a big pork butt, about a 10-pounder, pork shoulder, bone in, and I put it in the Oklahoma Joe smoker for about 4 hours, and tried to keep the temperature down and the smoke going. And boy, I tell you what, it got quite a nice deep smoke. And then I actually finished it off in an Instant Pot for a couple hours, and it just melted in your mouth, tender. Pulled it out, let it rest for a bit, shredded it up with a couple of forks, and
if you would have taken that pork butt and put it on a grill and got some grill marks on it, I bet that tiger would have adopted it.
Oh, jeez. Okay, real quickly, Joe, because you have no idea what these guys are talking about. There was a tiger, and it had a miscarriage. So it was its health was going way down, and they were really
It was an
worried
old
about
tiger.
They were worried they were going to lose her. So they took 4 piglets, and they put that tiger material they sell, and they made little sleeves
Pajamas
for them.
For the piglets.
Pajamas, yeah. And the tigers adopted them, took care of them, fed them. Her health got better. And so I've been telling these guys in there making fun of me that I thought that was okay. And that's where the pigs in a blanket came and all this other badgering I've been dealing with all morning.
Who knew tigers grew their own
well,
food?
So that's so at least you know why we keep referring to that. And
We've been calling him Galumki.
yeah, right.
Yes, a good.
Yeah, so I just thought it was really neat, but they guys just thought
This
it was
has
a big, funny
been a heck
thing.
of a show today.
Yeah, right.
Yes,
See?
yes.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
anyway,
so anyway, if you can usually find pork shoulders fairly inexpensively if you kind of shop around. If A lot of times they'll go on sale after a holiday or something like that. And they freeze well.
Okay.
And also when you use the Instant Pot, you use a couple of cups of water at the bottom.
Right.
And I ended up with pork jus, which I reserved and saved. I have a couple containers, and when you put it in the fridge, it turns into pork jello.
Yeah.
Which is really good to have on hand for like if you're cooking string beans or something like that.
Okay. Oh, okay. So I have a question.
Or dry beans.
Yeah.
So when you're doing that, because I know they say you always got to put water in. If you're cooking meat like that, is it better to have it suspended because they give you those fittings? Is it better to keep it out of the water? Does it matter if it's steamed versus boiling? So keep it above it.
Yeah, keep it above.
Okay.
Instant Pots come with a rack.
Right.
And it's got a couple of handles on it, which makes it really handy removing it.
So you're really steaming
the meat
it
off the water. Yeah, and of course the steam's a lot hotter than the water.
Oh, okay. So you're not boiling it; you're steaming it, and that's the whole. It's the whole premise of that utensil, I guess you'd call it.
Well, yeah, and it reaches a higher temperature. The steam does under pressure.
It does. Interesting. So that's why it works. Because
it'll reach a much higher temperature than if you just had a regular covered pot. That allows the steam.
Oh, okay. All right. But I always thought I always do that. But I just wondered, is that the correct way to use an Instant Pot is keep it above the water. So really think about it as a steamer, pressure steamer, than it is a boiling machine.
Yeah. Another tip too is several hours prior to, and even overnight, if you can do it, salt it down and use plenty of good kosher salt.
Okay.
To salt the exterior of the pork butt, and then
why?
Well, that the salt gets absorbed into the meat. One seasons it, but it also allows it to retain moisture.
So it actually retains moisture with the salt, not get rid of it. Okay.
Yep. It's the same with a turkey or a chicken or any other big chunk of meat. If it's salted and you allow that salt to absorb into the meat itself, it'll retain moisture more easily than.
Is it more important to wrap it in a light plastic?
Oh, you can. Yeah, I didn't wrap it because I had it. I brought it out of the fridge and let it sit there for about 3 or 4 hours before I began to smoke it, and that's enough time, I think, to season it.
Yeah.
But you can do it overnight. It couldn't hurt. And if you do overnight, sure, you'd probably want to wrap it in plastic.
Okay.
And,
yeah. Okay. Good.
Yeah. But it was, and then I don't put any barbecue sauce on until after it's shredded.
Okay.
And then allow people to put barbecue sauce
as
on
they want.
As they want, as little or as much as they want. Yeah.
Yeah.
And we got these nice Italian rolls to put it on. Oh my goodness. We're still dining on it. That was a lot of pulled pork. It keeps well in the fridge in a Ziploc gallon bag, and what we don't eat today, I'm going to pop in the freezer for another time. So, yeah, it really came out well. You can, and you don't really need a smoker if you have a grill that you can cover. Just put the charcoal and your whatever kind of wood chips you might be using. I used mesquite because I found some mesquite chips, but don't put the meat right over the coals. Put the meat off to the side, and the coals on the other side, so it's not direct heat. And you can use a regular covered grill as a smoker as well.
What does that do, having it off to the side?
It's indirect.
Well, you're not going to burn it. You're not going to burn it.
Oh.
It's going to be a more gentle heat.
Okay.
Than if it were right over the coal.
Yeah, I noticed that.
Yeah.
Okay.
And you can also, if you want, if you're concerned about, you can also get a spray bottle, like 50-50 apple juice and apple cider vinegar, and just kind of spritz it every 20 minutes or so.
Yeah.
And that also blends a nice little tangy
Oh, yeah.
note.
Yeah, the apple. Cool.
Yeah.
Some red pepper flakes in the vinegar and apple cider mixture.
Oh, that would be good. I
Give it
hadn't
a
even
little
thought
bit
of
of
that.
Tang to it.
Yep.
A
Little
bit of a
spice.
jolt. Yeah. Yeah. No, that's a great idea.
It's Joe's favorite thing.
Yeah, right.
I'm going to try that next time.
There you go. Okay. Gonna have some good news later?
Yeah, I got to go dig some up. Like I said, it's been a little crazy here. I've got a few things that I'm going to plow through here.
Okay.
Select some.
I'm sure you'll
You
find
think it's
something.
crazy there? Try being a tiger raising 4 piglets.
Oh,
That's right. That's right.
oh, you guys, a sensible thing, and it's got to be a joke.
You are a meathead.
Yeah, that's exactly. There's 2 meatheads here, and it ain't me. All right, we'll talk to you in a little bit.
Okay.
See ya.
Take care.
Meatheads. That's exactly right. Let's take a break.
I'm
216.
trying to be nice today.
Yeah, you've been quiet, but that's okay because this other clown over here is doing double duty. It's right. Plus. Okay, we'll take a break and be back.
Hoovering by my suitcase, trying to find a warm place to spend the night.
If you troll for walleye, steelhead, or even salmon, you need to check out Castaway's Magnetic Divers. The release is magnetic, so if it trips accidentally, no need to retrieve it. Simply give the line slack, it sinks and resets itself automatically. When fishing is slow, trip the diver when trolling. It will come up through the water column and very often trigger a strike because you are now covering different depths. It can be set to go off to the right, left, or straight behind the boat. It comes in 3 sizes and different colors. Why not try one today? You can order them online at castaway.com. That's castaway.com with a K. You will not only improve your fishing success, but will make trolling fun again because of no more retrieving after a false release. That's Castaway's Magnetic Diver at www.castaway.com with a K.
Thanks for listening to the Inside the Great Outdoors podcast. If you have any questions, comments, or stories you'd like to share, shoot us an email at jcoulis@castaway.com. That's Castaway with a K. We'll share your comments with our audience on the following week's show. Thanks again for listening to Inside the Great Outdoors.
Welcome back. Listening to Inside the Great Outdoors. Rain, sunny, but we're here. They're making fun of me and my tigress.
What happens in the summertime?
Yeah, I guess it does. But boy, it seems like it's
almost like New Orleans.
This is like an occluded front, you know?
Yeah, this is like New Orleans weather.
Is it?
It's extremely humid, extremely hot.
Yeah.
And I actually thought it was worse in New Orleans than it was when I lived in Florida. Florida's bad enough, but the humidity is higher in New Orleans than it is in Florida.
It is.
Oh.
In the summer, in July and August,
Yeah.
I fully believe that.
Do you have any rough idea why?
It's just the way the Gulf breezes blow and the
Yeah. Wow. Oh, that's interesting.
But yeah, it's not. That's what I was thinking yesterday. I was like, man, this is just like New Orleans.
Well, like, okay, say Wednesday it was 90 or something, and the next day it was a lot lower in temperature, but they said it's going to really be, and it was just as bad. Even though it was cooler temperature, it was muggy and, oh, my
Well,
goodness.
it was humid this morning, too.
Yes.
You walked out, and
Yes.
man, you couldn't do anything outside this morning.
Here's one of our special callers. Good morning, Joan.
Hello.
Hey, Joe.
Howdy,
It
Joan.
is not Inga. This is Joan.
And
anyway, I wanted to call you because you're sitting there talking about you didn't like I think it was your grandmother's cabbage because it was too dark.
Right.
This weekend is the Polish festival.
Oh.
Casimir. It's off of Martin Luther King Drive. I went yesterday. It's good.
Is it?
They've got the breaded pork cutlets, chicken cutlets, stuffed cabbage and noodle, the whole line of. And now you know why Polish people live to be 120.
Say that?
They eat cabbage and beets till the day they die.
Yep.
That's a good thing.
Yep.
It's good food for you, loaded with vitamins, but it was so fun. They have the Polish music. They have some of the models of the old Polish folk dresses and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
And all the different things from the history of the church, because I think it's like 125 years old. Yeah. And that's one thing I wanted to say about to give Cleveland a little stroke. It's so ethnic that you've got to go out every Sunday and find what ethnicity is having a party. Because every weekend it's either the Italians, the Romanians, the Greeks, but what did I call Casimir is this weekend, and that's really nice. So, I'm getting a backlash because I left my radio up. Let me turn this down. And then I wanted to tell you two other things about that. Oh, no, Joan, you turn the radio down when you're... Anyway, so the other thing that I wanted to tell you is this, Joe. The Polish Pope, we all heard of, John Paul II, he worked with Reagan to get the wall down. And you know, the Pope himself was in that war as a child. Oh. I mean, he was right in the front line.
Yeah.
Both his parents died. He was an orphan. He didn't know what to do with himself.
Wow.
And he went to some church in Europe and saw the statue of Mary and said, I don't know what to do, and he started praying. And then, you know, God moved him to do whatever.
Yeah.
But then he told the Polish people, you must have solidarity. Go out in the square and pray. And they did. There was a few people, and they took a lot of heat for doing this. He got all the people to go in the square and pray, and they prayed and prayed and prayed, and the wall came down. But then this priest yesterday told me this other story. He said the Polish people also prayed walking so this is how it ties in with the great outdoors. They did it outside. They walked all the way around the border of Poland praying. They went around and around, and they just kept praying around the border of their country. And he said since World War II, Poland is the only country that has not had any trouble at its borders.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
Isn't that a cool story?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's cool.
Well,
what do you believe?
Growing up with my grandparents,
denomination or that denomination, we all know there's a God. Everybody, okay? I'm not toting go to this church or that church.
Right.
I'm toting that God is there for you.
Yeah.
And that they prayed, and it's incredible.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, well, growing up with Polish grandparents. Actually, my grandmother was Polish, but my grandfather was Russian and probably Polish, I guess. And she came over as a caretaker for some lady, and she was hired to come over with her, but then she was supposed to go back, and luckily she didn't go back, or I probably wouldn't be here. And so
Prussia was kind of like a mutt country.
Yeah.
Because Prussia had a little bit of everybody in it. It had Polish, Russians, it had Germans, and so I'm
everybody.
Russian, so I always say I'm a little bit Polish.
Yeah.
Because I love the Polish. I always tell my daughter, you must remember the words to Who Stole the Kishka, or you will not be the family. Said, we're Irish. I said, no. We have that Polish.
It's a neat background. Pardon?
Culture.
Culture. That's the word I wanted.
How many people invaded the Poles and they never were overtaken.
Right.
The history of their people is incredible.
Yeah.
They're strong, strong people.
Yeah.
So anyway, go down there, get some food.
Good.
St. Casimir's. You go off of Martin Luther King Drive. If you're
Yes.
coming from the north,
Yes.
it'll be on your right. Turn and follow the smell of cabbage.
There you go. And I appreciate your call that you left the message. It was very nice. So,
Well, I mean it, Joe. I was
know.
worried about you.
Yeah, I'm
They
okay.
said, oh, well, he just passed out in his chair. I'm like, oh, my gosh.
Oh, that was a first and
Here's a
hopefully a
little tip
last.
for radio. Don't
Man.
announce that when it happens.
We had no choice.
I know. All right. Well, you guys have a great day.
You too, and thank you, and
Thanks,
we
Joe.
appreciate the
Thanks,
call.
Joe.
See you, Joe.
Cleveland is a great city. Cleveland rocks. Bye.
Okay. Now that's one patriotic person.
Sure.
Yeah, she was really cool. Sent me a nice note if I ever need help with anything. That's what she does for people. So that was
Yeah,
nice.
he said, I don't know if it was last week or the week before. No, it was last week. It was the Greek festival.
Yeah.
And one of our photographers, George, is a Greek descent, and he volunteers there all the time. I think he just volunteers for the food, but no, his daughters all go to the Greek school and all that. His parents
they thought Koulis is
right up.
Greek.
No,
when I was in Africa, I was hunting with Greeks actually.
you
A lot
were
of Greeks love to hunt.
Koulisopolis.
Yeah, and when they said, "Oh no, Koulis is Greek," I says, "Are you really?" Yeah, okay. That's fine. If you want to think that, that's good. So, let's get to the phone. We got Kevin here. We got to get him. Good morning, Kevin.
Good morning.
How's it going?
Going great.
Good.
Hey, I just wanted to chime in a couple things on what other people had to say. The lady that just preceded me, the Polish festival, is that next weekend?
Now
It's
this
going
weekend.
on right now.
Now, this weekend.
Yes.
I didn't catch where it was at, though.
Saint
Oh,
Casimir's.
St. Cass is on Martin Luther
St.
King.
Casimir's?
Martin
Okay.
Luther King.
Huh?
Yeah.
It'll
Okay.
Just do a Google of St. Casimir, Cleveland. It'll pop up there.
So I'm half Polish, and I was reading an article one time, oddly enough, in a motorcycle magazine. It had one of the coolest things I'd ever heard when she was talking about the Polish people and their resilience. And this fellow was touring Krakow, and one of the things he had visited or seen in town was a statue of Chopin, the composer.
Mm-hmm.
And when he was getting a history lesson on it, and they were saying how when the Nazis had invaded Poland, they took the statue and melted it down for brass casings for their own artillery.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, well, what do you mean? He goes, what do you mean they melted it down? He goes, I just saw it today right downtown. They're like, oh, yeah, but you got to understand that after the war, we collected Nazi casings and recast that statue exclusively out of Nazi casings. And I just thought that
Wow,
was
that's cool. Yeah.
they're great.
That's good.
Also, and then when Joe called, he was talking about the African safari. We went out there several years ago.
Yeah.
And my son-in-law, one animal Joe didn't mention that they have out there, I don't know if you've ever seen one, they're incredible, most incredible set of horns, is the Watusi.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And my son-in-law,
cattle. Yeah.
mm-hmm, and my son-in-law was sitting on the passenger side, and my daughter was driving, his wife, and he tented that Watusi, and he bought his whole head inside there with those huge horns.
Oh, my gosh. Wow.
You get stuck.
We were dying laughing, and he
Sure.
left no damage. He that big animal will maneuver those horns inside there without messing up
Yeah.
that thing.
Oh, Jesus.
It was hilarious.
Cool.
But,
All righty.
all right, guys.
Thanks for
Have a
Kevin.
great
Thanks.
day.
See ya.
Thanks, Kevin.
Okay.
Bye now.
Yeah.
Bye-bye. Let's see if we can get
I think you're related to Chopin.
Chopin.
Yeah, because I got to show you the pen, how to use it.
Let's go to Mike. Good morning, Mike.
Hi, Mike.
Good morning. Hey, I want to follow up a little bit with Joan's story about St. Casimir's.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a wonderful story. The bishop closed that church, and the Polish people of that parish met at the steps of that church and prayed And some years later, the Pope ordered it reopened.
Wow.
And also, you know, they had a 90-year-old altar boy at that church. He was a Polish prisoner of war.
Yeah, I kind of remember
And-
that. Yeah.
Yeah. And when they did Mass, closing the church, he pulled the plug on the bishop while he was doing Mass. And he was when they reopened the church, he was the first one to get communion.
There you go. Good.
It's a wonderful story, and if you've not been, you got to go inside and see the inside of that church.
Oh yeah.
It is absolutely gorgeous.
Yes.
It needs a little bit of repair, but absolutely gorgeous.
Good.
You got to go in the food. The cream beets, potato pancakes, pierogies.
Oh, yeah.
Stuff. Oh, my God, you got to go.
Okay. All right. Thanks for the call.
You guys have a great day.
You too.
Thank you.
Good. Okay. Well, look. See, I got all those calls in, and just in time.
You
What are
did
we going to
good.
learn on the other side?
Binoculars.
Oh, that's good. Ooh, yeah. Oh, good. Okay. Well, we'll take a short break, and we'll be back.
Strike up the music, the band has begun. The Pennsylvania polka.
Pick out your partner and join in the fun.
Pennsylvania polka. It started in Scranton, it's now #1. It's bound to entertain ya.
What species of fish you target, Kodiak Sense has great products that will help you catch more fish. One of those is Kodiak Candy, specifically designed to attract any species you fish for. Panfish, trout, catfish, or walleye, Kodiak Candy is full of freeze-dried scent. Freeze-drying concentrates the scent and makes it irresistible. Kodiak Candy even works on saltwater fish. Easy to put on the hook, this candy will get the fish's attention and trigger more bites. To order your Kodiak Candy or any of the line of Kodiak scent products, head to www.castaway.com. That's Castaway with a K. Do you enjoy a good story about hunting or fishing? Then you need to get your hands on Tales from the Trails, the real-life adventures of Castaway Coulis. Take a journey around the world with Joe as he recounts some of his best hunting and fishing trips, from Africa to Alaska, from behind the Iron Curtain to Australia. You can share in his memories through the book, complete with pictures to take you on the journey. It's a trip back in time looking through the eyes of an outdoors legend. Order your copy today on Amazon or at castaway.com. That's Castaway with a K.com. Thanks for listening to the Inside the Great Outdoors podcast. If you have any questions, comments, or stories you'd like to share, shoot us an email at jcoulis@castaway.com. That's Castaway with a K. We'll share your comments with our audience on the following week's show. Thanks again for listening to Inside the Great Outdoors.
Welcome back. Time for the Dr. King. We're going to learn about binoculars.
Binoculars.
Boy, they're a really good tool.
Oh, they really are.
Oh.
And, you know, there's so many kinds nowadays, too, you know.
Yeah.
And you can get a good pair fairly inexpensively, I think, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Well, what are you going to use them for, first of all? You're going to be birding, hunting, boating, sporting events. Yeah,
Peeping Tom.
Voyeuring. I don't know, but they come in many flavors.
Sorry, Tom.
And choosing the right weight, size, and magnification are kind of important. The first number on the binocular is the power of the magnification. The second number indicates the diameter of the larger lens or the objective lens. The closer lens, the one next to the eye, is the ocular lens. That's the power. The advantage of the larger or objective lens is if it's larger, you're going to get a clearer image in poor light conditions, really due to the increased light gathering capacity or capability or power, because that piece of glass is bigger, so it means it's a good thing, but it's going to be heavier, you know. Most hunters and birders that I know use probably a 7 power by 35 or an 8 power by 45 or 50 binocular. Now, you can get a straight-barreled binocular or the more conventional type of prism-type binocular that have the angular construction. That's what most people get. You look for, lightweight versions of a binocular. Many of these newer binoculars are made of magnesium alloys, and they're pretty light, and that's what you want. You don't want no heavy clunker to be carrying around. If you're hunting out west, excuse me, if you're hunting out west, it's nice to have a binocular with a wide field of view. This is the width of the area seen through the lens, usually in feet at 100 yards. Some binoculars have power zooms to overcome this, but again, it's more weight. Some binoculars also have stabilization features. Again, more weight though. Bushnell now makes a perma-focus binocular. I know they make one in a 10 by 42 binocular. It's really moderately priced. And the nice thing about this one, you don't have to focus it at all. And it's nice if you're hunting, especially for like deer hunters in the wintertime. You don't have to mess taking off your mittens or gloves to try and focus the binoculars. When you're purchasing a pair of binoculars, and they come in all prices, you can buy a good pair for about $100, up to $4,000 or $5,000. But the mid-range binoculars, even some of the inexpensive ones, are really much better than they used to be. Excuse me again.
Yeah. And as you're doing that, because as you're saying that, when I'd go to Alaska, my buddy had good Swarovski, like 4,000 pair. Okay, so we're in the evening in the cabin and looking. So the guy gets his glasses out, and he had a good pair and whatever.
Really makes a difference.
And I gave him mine. It was like a light switch out there. I mean, the brightness of the is unbelievable.
Oh, yeah.
Unbelievable. But you get what you pay for, but expensive.
And
so
Swarovskis are really, really
yes.
good. Leicas, Swarovskis,
yes.
They're all really good.
Yes.
It really makes a difference. And if you can afford them, get what you can afford.
Sure.
But some of these cheap ones are pretty good.
Oh yeah, and at the ICAST last week, there was glasses. I didn't find the booth, but they were telling me that they're lightweight and had stabilization, and they were really amazing at what they would do, and out of all the stuff like you were just saying. So yeah, they're out there, and there's more and more new stuff that's coming to market.
Oh, they're always coming out with new things.
Yeah.
And if you're going to go out and buy a pair, get them at a large sporting goods store like Great Lakes Outdoor Supply.
Yeah.
You want to look through them. You don't want to buy them online. You want to look through them.
Sure.
You might find a pair that is less expensive that in your hands you can see better with.
Yeah. And it's hard if you get the ones that had heavy, like a 10 power, but boy, they could be hard to hold.
Yep.
Yeah. Now if you're in the woods, it's one thing. If you're on a boat, that's a whole different thing.
Yeah. And again, a 7 to 8 powers more than what you need.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
And then the straps, that's a preference. You know, you can have the straps around the neck. They make straps that go around your chest.
Right, and hold it against your body. Those are
to
nice.
keep the pressure off your neck, because that it does when you carry a pair of binoculars around, even if you're out birding.
Oh yeah, and if
it
you're
can
on a
wear on your
horse
neck.
and it's bouncing,
or you can make a strap that goes along your side, almost like a purse.
Oh,
those are really nice.
I haven't seen that.
Yeah. And most of these binoculars now come with eye cups too if you're wearing glasses.
Yeah.
And you can always use binoculars, and there's a fitting that you can get on them that will hook to a monopod or a tripod.
Right.
And then
that's nice.
And when you clean these binoculars, always use a good lens cleaning solution and be real gentle with
and
the lenses.
cloth, a lens cloth.
Lens cloth.
Yes.
Don't use paper towels or napkins. That scratches the lens coating.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
But that's about all I have to say about
Yeah, that's good because binoculars are, like if you're sheep hunting, you better have a good pair because you use them constant because you can't just look at the mountain and try to find sheep. You got to be glassing it.
Or if you're out west hunting,
yes, because it's so far away.
Right.
Or like antelope hunting, then you find them. Okay, where is the good one? Or caribou, where's it? There's a herd. You got to look for the best one. Or even sheep hunting, you look for the oldest one.
Or deer, or pronghorn,
or moose, or anything. Elk. Yeah, they're a very great invention, but for the hunter, a must. But spend a little more and get it because they'll last longer, and in the long run, you'll be, you don't want to be glassing. Your eyes are so tired because they're not a good glass and they're not really clear.
I'd say for $250, you can get a pretty good pair of binoculars.
Oh yeah, but you're right. Going to somewhere like Great Lakes where you could sit in and they can help you and they could show you all the different things and to show you what's better about it and make a decision. But doing it online, you're just guessing, and but going and getting personal help is a must.
And you might find a pair that's $400. You might find one that's $200, and you see better with the $200 than with the $400.
Because everybody sees different. Their eyes are built different.
There's actually a good place. A lot of the birders go there. It is Time and Optics.
Oh.
And I think it's in Millersburg.
Okay.
It's run by an Amish family.
Oh.
And they have the binoculars, spotting scopes, and they know their stuff.
Yeah.
And they will help you figure out what is best for you.
Right, with your price range and the best for the money.
And
that's
the best quality, the longest lasting, the best warranty, the different powers, what you use it for. Because if you're like a birder, you may not want a really wide field. You want something a little tighter.
Yeah,
correct.
And it depends. And it's not like you're going to be buying them like fishing rods. You're going to invest in it, and it's going to last.
Right.
So you want to get, spend maybe a little more, like we talk about clothing that lasts for 20, 30 years like nothing. So same thing with glasses. Spend a little more, it'll last longer, and you'll be enjoying it. And if you divide that out, it was a good deal.
Right.
So
places like the Great Lakes Outdoor Supply where they have that personalized service.
Right.
Even places like Wild Birds Unlimited, they sell binoculars.
Yeah.
And the people that go out and go birding, they know their stuff about their binoculars because they want to have quality binoculars.
Yeah. They want to enjoy what they're there for. Okay.
Don't look to save a buck because you're going to go and buy a cheap pair of binoculars for $40.
Yeah.
And you're going to use them a couple times and go, these aren't real good.
No, and they'll fog up and then they're shot.
Want to go buy another pair of different ones.
Exactly.
So
well, the 2 hours have gone by, so we got one more to go. We're going to do
flying.
We're going to do some filming on my new Castaways leader. Yep.
Are you filming it?
Oh God.
I'm not.
Oh jeez, you guys, foolish nuts. Gee, we'll take a break and be back.
From Summerside, they load him down for the big long ride. He jumps in the cab and he's off with the Pride Sebagos. He's got to catch the boat to make Clementine, and he hits up that old New Brunswick line. To Montreal he comes just a-flying with another big load of potatoes. It's Spud to Spud from the bright red mud, rolling down the highway smiling. The Spuds are big on the back of Bud's rig. They're from Princess.